Hey guys, it's Tony Eddolls with Rolling Help Foundation, and in this video we are going to have some fun. I am going to introduce you to my lovely wife, Chris Eddolls, and we're going to talk about how I managed to rope her into a commitment to living on the road in a very large it's what's called toy hauler, a fifth wheel trailer, for the next couple of years. Let's go ahead and meet Chris. So as I told y'all, I am super excited to introduce my wife, Chrissy Eddolls. So, honey, I know a lot of people always ask the question, what about Chris? You know, are you like as psyched up, as pumped up? Let's not even talk about the charity, but let's talk about leaving our home and heading out on the road for 3 years minimum and living out of a 45-foot or 48-foot coach or trailer or whatever. What do you think?
What do I think?
Without repercussion.
I know a lot of people ask you that, like, yeah. Oh, okay, you know, all this excitement and all these things that you are sharing about our adventure, but it's like, what about Chris? What's going on with Chris? And is she really excited about doing this? And the answer to that question is absolutely. And there is so much out there. And me being an island girl, born and raised in Hawaii, knowing that that in itself is an adventure, but to come and see the vastness and the beautiful mountains and just the beauty all around us. It's just so exciting for me. And
okay,
but with that said, I know. But with that said, I have to say that I don't like camping. I mean, I hate it.
Okay.
I hate it. But just when was it? Like a few months ago, we went.
Yeah. On
a little adventure, a little trial run, and I was surprised at how much, I knew I was gonna like it, but I was surprised on how much I loved it and how much it felt good. Like it felt like something that we could do and something that I could really sincerely enjoy.
And this was in a coach that is much smaller, and I mean, we're talking like 10 feet smaller, which in length, and so probably another 150 square feet, which is a lot. So we're going to have a lot more room, but nonetheless, by comparison, we're going to be going from, you know, our home in Hawaii was 2,400 square feet. This house is around 1,800 square feet. We're going down to, call it 500 square feet. So that's a big difference. And it also, how do you feel about getting rid of some of your stuff? I know I'm the one that has to get rid of all the shoes, which might surprise people. But, yes. So we both have to trim down.
Yeah.
You're good with that?
I'm good with that.
All right.
And the thing is moving from Hawaii here, I did a lot of trimming down. And to figure out that I have to trim even more, it is going to be an adventure on its own, but
we'll put stuff in storage for a year. So,
yeah.
Anyway, so, folks, there you have it. The ulterior motive of this video was to get this on tape. At least she's willing to give it a shot. And what more could I ask?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess we both, but we are, now this leads into the second aspect of what we're doing, and that is the Rolling Help Foundation. So we're going to be raising money and distributing it to sort of secondary markets, smaller towns that have food banks and food pantries that may not be affiliated with large support organizations, and we'll be identifying those and helping them out by taking the contributions that we raise.
God, it's so exciting.
And handing it out. We're going to be like Robin Hood in an RV.
Yeah.
That means you're little...
What?
Chris. Yeah, isn't there a Chris? Anyway. So
I've been volunteering all my life. I've done it from when I was a kid and helping with special needs kids with little dances and stuff. And so being able to volunteer actually comes natural to me, but to tie the two together, bringing things that we like to do and going on an adventure and just meeting new people. Oh my gosh, that is just exciting as well. But being able to really make a contribution and to really deliver whatever we can and what we need to at a grassroots, is that the same? Grassroots level, and not necessarily going from a big organization and just hoping and praying that it gets to someone in need. This way we know we can really get in.
And that's what one of the drivers of Rolling Help is, that we can assure our contributors that where their dollars are going, and they know that 98% or what have you of every dollar is going to be handed directly to a small food bank or pantry, or if we identify other local support organizations. But I haven't been a volunteer. I've been a for-profit human being all my life, except for one little time where I was a big brother, and I have to tell you, it probably was one of the most gratifying experiences.
It stayed with you. So,
I know we're gonna be. There's selfish drivers behind this, that it's going to make us feel really good to hand the dollars out, find those places that really have some needs, and be able to show our contributors, our donors, real life stories of the people that they're helping. Right. So we're fired up. Yeah. Well, it's win-win. Glad you're really on board.
Are you convinced?
Yes. All right. So I hope you had some fun meeting Chris, and it's going to be pretty, I think she's going to surprise you. She is psyched, and she's definitely someone who, when she commits to doing something, she gets it done. So I just wanted to take the last few minutes of this video and talk a little bit about the why, because the few people that we've talked to so far, family members and a few friends, the question's asked. And it's not because of any, lightning strike, altruistic moment, spiritual awakening, or what have you. It's really about us having committed to living on the road and earning a living and all of that from our motorhome and however we end up traveling the country. But adding to that, the ability to use all the years I've raised millions of dollars for real estate deals and other adventures. Why not use the pretty significant network that I've developed with over 17,000 LinkedIn connections, and gosh, Chris has a couple thousand Facebook friends alone. So we start out with this significant base of contacts. I know how to raise money. Chris knows how to reach out, and she's going to be instrumental in all this. And let's do some good. And then as COVID sort of came on into our lives, and all the impact that that's had, and looking at the thousands of people who were lining up at food banks, the 60,000 plus food pantries, and all the food banks that service them, and seeing them run out
with hundreds of people in line at different locations, I just knew that there had to be a lot of these smaller locations, perhaps operated by a church or some other charitable organization that isn't getting massive support like you'd see in an urban area like Dallas or New York or LA or what have you. So as we travel and we go through these smaller towns, ahead of time we'll research, identify these locations that can use a little extra help, and hopefully over the course of each year the support level will grow. Our first year, from the point in time that we start, our first 12 months, our goal is to raise $250,000. Again, I know it's different. It's not a real estate deal where there's a return, but people that put money into this will get a return. It's the satisfaction of knowing that their dollars went directly to help others who are in need, especially those people that never dreamt that they'd be standing in a food line just a few months ago. It's amazing. So that's it, and hope that you will stay tuned and join us along the road. All right.